Hello and good evening. My name is Muhammad Nazrul bin Sulaiman. I'm from Group 3. I'm from DKM 4B Section 3. My number card matric is 1419F1051. I will present about lab report 3, equilibrium of force. The objective of this lab is to study force acting on a vertical plane using graphical method. The introduction: the design of all type of structure is based on the effect of their own weight, the force acting on them, and whether the structure is moving. Normally, structural design there is no motion and the bodies are said to be in a static equilibrium. Newton's first law of motion says an object at rest tend to stay at rest, and object in motion tend to stay in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless act by an unbalanced or external force. A system of force in equilibrium satisfies two principles. The resultant of the force must be zero. The moment of force about any point must be zero. The usual mathematical way of writing this for three-dimensional system is with 6 conditions. Fx equal to Fy equal to Fx equal to 0. Mx equal to My equal to Mz equal to 0. Graphical method. If a system of force is in one plane acting on a body is in equilibrium where F equal to 0 and Fm equal to 0, then the vector diagram is a closed polygon. In case there are three concurrent force acting on a particle, the diagram produced is a triangle. Triangle of force. Example number 1. This is three type of triangle of force and a mathematical method. The most common two-dimensional resolution of a force vector is into rectangular opponent S, where Fx and Fy are vector component of F in the X and Y direction. Like this is in the X and Y component. Force in X-axis, Fx equal to F cos 30. Force in Y-axis, Fx equal to F0 sin 30. Force relation Fz equal to Fx to the power of 2 plus Fy to the power of 2. Equipment and apparatus. First we need a pulley. Pulley is a wheel on a shaft that is designed to support movement and change direction of a torn cable or belt. Then we need force board, a lab equipment that helps students to visualize how force act and give them practice with a vector addition as a force is a vector. Then we got weight, used together to build up from a minimum weight to a maximum test load. Then we need a protector to measuring equipment for measuring angle. Then we got hanger, used to hang a weight to a string. Then we need a string, used to connect together the hanger or weight used in the equipment. The procedure is: first, the hanger were suspended on the three string as shown. Some weight were placed onto the hanger. Angle and weight on each string were recorded. Weight on the hanger were included. Assumption: the pulley are frictionless. The strings are very thin so that the direction can be marked out accurately. The mass of the string is reliable. Result: F3 equal to 50 gram. Graphical method and mathematical method. First one, The weight is 0.3924 Newton. Angle 48 degree. Force in X axis Fy negative 0.2626 Newton. Force in Y axis 0.2916 Newton. Force number 2, the weight is 0.3924 Newton. Angle is 45 degree. Force in X axis Fx 0.2775 Newton. Force in Y axis 0.2775 Newton. Force number 3, the weight is 0.4905 Newton. Angle is 90 degree. Force in X axis on force in Y axis negative 0.4905 Newton. Fx equal to 0.0149 Newton. Fy equal to 0.086 Newton.
Okay, the result F1 0.3924, angle 48 degrees. Mathematical method. Force in X axis Fx negative 0.2626 Newton. Force in Y axis Fy 0.2916 Newton. F2 0.3924 Newton. Angle 45 degree. Mathematical method. Force in X axis Fx 0.2775 Newton. Force in Y axis Fy 0.2775 Newton. F3 0.4905 Newton. Angle 90 degree. Force in X axis Fx 0 Newton. Force in Y axis Fy negative 0.4905 Newton. Fx equal to 0.0149 Newton. Fy equals to 0.0786 Newton. Okay, F1 equals to 401 divided by 100 times 9.81 equals to 0.3924 Newton. F2 equals to 40 divided by 1000 times 9.81 equals to 0.3924 Newton. F3 equals to 50 divided by 100 times 9.81 equals to 0.4905 Newton. FOV F1x equals to negative 0.3924 cos 48 degree equals to negative 0.2626 Newton. F1y equals to 0.3924 sin 48 degree equals to 0.2916 Newton. FOV F2x equals to 0.3924 cos 45 degree equals to 0.2775 Newton. F2y equals to 0.3924 sin 45 degree equals to 0.2775 Newton. F3 equal to 100 degree. F1 in graphical method 0.5886 Newton, angle 60 degree. Mathematical method. Force X axis Fx for F1 negative 0.2943 Newton. Force Y axis Fy 0.5907 Newton. F2 0.5886 Newton, angles 55 degree. Mathematical method. Force X axis Fx for F2 is 0.3376 Newton. For force y-axis Fy 0.4822 Newton. F3 in graphical method 0.9810 Newton. Angle 90 degree. Mathematical method for F3 0 Newton. Force y-axis Fy negative 0.9810 Newton. Fx equal to 0.0433 Newton. Fy equals to 0.0109 Newton. Okay, F1 equals to 60 gram divided by 1000 times 9.81 equals to 0.5886 Newton. F3 equals to 100 divided by 1000 times 9.81 equals to 0.9810 Newton. FOV F1 F1x equals to negative 0.5886 cos 60 degree equals to negative 0.2943 Newton. F1y equals to 0.5886 sin 60 degree equals to 0.5097 Newton. FOV2 F2x equals to 0.5886 cos 55 degrees equals to 0.3376 Newton. F2y equals to 0.5886 sin 55 degree equals to 0.4522 Newton. FOV3 F3x equals to 0.9810 cos 90 degrees equals to 0 Newton. F3y equals to negative 0.9810 sin equals to negative 0.9810 Newton. Discussion. The equilibrium is the state in which the force applied on a body are in balance. The forces are considered to the balance if the rightward forces are balanced by the leftward force and the upward force are balanced by the downward force. The result of the experiment are that the three forces are in equilibrium can be proved based on the graphical and mathematical method. The lines of action coplanar in the same place and are convergent, they cross the same point. To make sure there is other dimension plane involved, the force board should be set up straight. If not, result is effect. Conclusion. I have been able to study and understand the force acting on vertical plane by using graphical and mathematical method. The experiment also confirmed Newton's first law of motion and proved that when a system in equilibrium, the system satisfies two principles, which is resultant force must be zero and the moment of force about any point must be zero.